right off the bat, let me tell you, I'm not going to teach you here how to run a license plate, how to trace a license plate. If you're looking for that, if you need that done pronto, continue to look around, see what you can find. There's no one that's going to do it for you legally 99% of the time. If you have a legal reason to do it, someone will do it for you, and they're going to charge you a fair amount of money, usually $75 on up. But if you don't have a legitimate reason, no one is going to legitimately do this for you at any price. Now, having said that, there's a lot of people out there that need license plates run, and they're willing to pay. And to me, a very fair standard rate, if you were to trace a license plate for someone, would be $75. Now, I think that's the low end. I think that's a no-brainer. When someone needs a tag traced, they need it traced. I'm not going to teach you specifically how to trace a tag, but what I'm going to do is going to teach you how to make money getting the person the information that they want. So in other words, you may get a phone call or an inquiry on your website or something like that. Do you trace license plates? I used to always, when I was a licensed private investigator, I used to always say yes, even though many times I would not. I would say yes. What do you got? What's going on? They tell me a little bit about their circumstance. And if I wanted to work for the person, and most of the time I could do that, I would say, look, it's $75 to run this plate. Normally I have a $35 no-hit fee. In other words, just for my time, effort, and expenses, I charge $35 even if I come up blank, but $75 if I get you the information. People agree to this. Everybody agrees to this. It's a reasonable price. About 75% of the time, I would be able to get the information they needed. The other 25% of the time, I was a big man, and I would come back to them and say, hey, I couldn't come up with anything, but I'm going to waive the no-hit fee. So really, you're not out anything. And then I get to be delivering some bit of good news then to them. I can teach you how to do this, and in fact, I do teach this in the Investigator's Ultimate Guide to Missing Persons and Fugitives on Disc 2. This is a skip tracing course. This is a course that teaches you how to track down missing persons and fugitives, or anyone for that matter, old friends, lost loves. On Disc 2, the first half teaches how to take this information the client gives you, and it's going to be what you might call a faux trace. It's not a real trace of a license plate, but it's going to come back with the accurate information, and the client's going to pay you for it. This information is available with the Investigator's Ultimate Guide to Missing Persons and Fugitives if you go to the website beapi.com, beapi.com. Go over there, take a look. It's a great course. It's old school. It's old school. If you're doing anything by computer and all that right now, you know that there's limited access to databases. You have to have these legitimate reasons, the cost associated with them, and maybe you don't even have access to these databases. Or what really happens commonly, even for a lot of licensed private investigators, the database just is a dead end. It's a good start, it's a try, and most of the time it gets them what they want, but it's just a dead end. That's when this information kicks in. This is the old school way of tracking someone down, of finding the information that a client will pay you dearly for. Again, my primary purpose for talking here right now is to explain, if you wanted to do nothing but let friends, family members, people you know, understand that you can quote-unquote trace a license plate for them, it costs $75, but if you come up blank, you won't charge them anything. You're going to get people who approach you, who contact you, who want to do this, and when they do, you're about 75% of the time, about 3 out of 4 times, you're going to be able to get the information that they want and collect the $75. I think it's a no-brainer thing for a detective agency. It's an easy way to put more money in the coffers every month, and I made hundreds of dollars a month doing this because everybody else says no. Nobody knows that this can be done. Nobody thinks about it. But it's in the Investigator's Ultimate Guide to Missing Persons and Fugitives. Click on over there right now to beapi.com. Get your copy. I do go long stretches when I sell out of this because I have these CDs professionally duplicated. They're shrink wrapped, they're printed, the whole 9 yards. It's not a small thing to produce this course. So when I run out, I kind of do drag my feet, a little bit lazy about getting it reproduced again. But swing on over there now, beapi.com. Check it out. Money back guarantee. You're not going to be out nothing. Go ahead, give it a try, see if this is right for you. If it's not, no hard feelings. Just send back the compact disc, the CDs, and we'll part as friends. No hard feelings, no questions asked. Check it out now. beapi.com.